And we say good morning to you. Hey, we're back at it again. This is round 2 of 3 today, and that's okay. It's what it's all about. We are here at Chick-fil-A. The tree's up. I love it. And they've got the seasonal peppermint chocolate chip milkshake. Mm-mm. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It is the Christmas season officially when Chick-fil-A puts their tree up, Andrea Lewis puts her tree up, David Nanny puts his tree up. It's Christmas time in Dixie. So there you go. And so we're here, broadcasting live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Tomorrow, Double C Western Supply. Wednesday, Chick-fil-A, Johnson City. Thursday, we'll be at Lingerfield Drug Center. And Friday, we'll kick off the weekend at Food City. And this Friday, we'll be at Food City in Jonesboro. National Anthem time. She sang the other day, wanted to sing again. She sang, I think, at the Veterans Day, I think I saw, where Loretta Bowers brought down the thunder. So here she is to kick it off on our show. Here's the National Anthem from Loretta Bowers, front and center. Then David Nanny's here. Big news on 3 fronts. It's exciting. And we're getting ready for the tree lighting. A lot's going on downtown. I saw with the skating rinks up. Drove by there this morning. Skating rinks up on the way to East Side. So it's here, folks, whether you're ready for it or not. Well, the weather doesn't really make it feel like Christmas. It's going to be in the 60s all week. But it's here. The Christmas season is upon us, along with Thanksgiving. We're not going to skim over Thanksgiving. It's very important, too, to give thanks. And so we, again, are ready to go. And here's Loretta Bowers on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and the bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And back at the Tom Taylor Sports Show, here we is and here we are. And so thank you for being with us wherever you may be. This is round 2, and that's okay. We like doing rounds. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
We'll let you go ahead and hold it. It's going to get loud in here. So.
I sure will.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Doing good. Yeah.
Well, we got several things to talk about. First off, your Tennessee Vols. How'd that go for you Saturday?
Not too good. I really, that was a
pretty disappointing.
Very disappointing.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it's time to see what Nico can do, but I don't know. You know, Tom, I don't know. Can blame everything on the quarterback. I mean, we need some receivers that have some height. Squirrel is great, but he's not real tall, and you know, I mean, I think that has a lot to do with it too. And I don't know. I'm not sure. You know, we changed offensive coordinators, and from this year to last year to this year, whatever, could have something to do with it. But just something. It's easy to blame the quarterback, and I have plenty of times.
Well, in this case, he's not. I mean, he wouldn't let those guys. They were getting chunks of real estate together.
Oh yeah, they were. The defense. Yeah.
The running back got 300 and some yards of offense.
Yeah, yeah,
You get outscored 26-0 in the second half.
Yeah.
26-0.
yeah.
That ain't the quarterback. There's
No,
more,
it's
there's
not.
more going on than that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I don't know. The defense didn't have the speed or the quickness. Seems like that they did last year either.
how about if you got fired, and I'm not advocating that, but you got fired from the Parks and Rec and you get a check for over, they're going to spread over 8 years, $79 million. Jimbo Fisher.
I'd be the
Unbelievable.
happiest man on earth. Is what I would be.
Yeah.
I could take that. Yeah, that would be just fine.
Let's try something here, just for
You,
kicks.
you would never have to worry about, you know, I'm sure there's a clause of 5 years or something before he could coach again. I wouldn't coach again. I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't strike a lick at a.
We're going fishing.
Yeah, that's
We're
right.
going to
That's
Jamaica.
exactly right.
It's a Taylor Nanny road trip.
Yeah, there ain't no way.
About 6 months.
Exactly. No way I would.
Let's see. That's 790,000. That's okay. That's 79 million right there.
Yeah.
Okay, let's divide that. Let's see. It's going to said over 8 years. So what's 8 12s or 96?
Yep.
Divided by 96 months.
Oh, well, I can believe I could live on that.
Is that 822,000?
Yeah, it is. I believe I could.
The guy's going to get $822,000 a month for 96 months for 8 years.
They could fire me and give me that month, and I'll be tickled to death.
That's
forever.
Andrea Lewis money.
Yeah.
That's what she's knocking down.
Oh, I know.
We're over here just trying to slog along.
That's exactly
trying
right.
to keep her head above water.
That's it.
Seriously, guys will get $822,000 a month. We're talking about Jimbo Fisher. Coach got fired from Texas A&M, the buyout.
And I mean, his record's not that bad. I mean, it's not what they expected. It's not what they thought they were getting. I understand, but
But they fired the guy after they put up 50-some points against Mississippi State.
yeah,
Comes off the field and they said, "We're firing you." Of course, he didn't. I wouldn't think he cares.
no, I wouldn't care. I'd say, "Thank you very
$822,000.
much."
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Honey,
yeah,
call the tourist agency. We're going to the Bahamas about 6 months.
absolutely.
So
Golly.
anyway, he got canned. Tennessee stunk it up. And let's see, nobody else really got beat. All the big boys really didn't. Everybody survived anyway. Ohio
Yeah.
State, Georgia. I was surprised how easily they beat Ole Miss, so I
Oh,
got
I
that
was
one wrong.
too.
I was going to be a close game.
I thought it'd
but-
be closer than it was. Yeah.
Yep. David Andy with us from Elizabeth and Parks and Rec. So we got big news. Again, it's official. City Commission said they're going to go through and approve the sale of the building.
Yes.
So you're moving officially.
We will probably. That'll probably happen sometime. In the new year, shortly after Christmas, over the new year, probably sometime in there. We're real excited about it. We're excited about all the things that we can do, and programs that we can bring out. More for the public, more for our city, and hopefully in the next little bit or soon, hopefully we can come up with some money. We're going to be putting in for more grants to try to build a gymnasium on the back that would be large enough for 2 gyms. You fit 2 basketball courts is what I'm saying. 2 courts. You can get 4 volleyball courts. It's going to be it's going to be a game changer.
Absolutely. Now, the existing Parks and Rec down in Black Bottom, you want to still use it for a
Well,
while?
temporarily, yeah. We'll still use the gym and everything, and then there's some folks that may be looking to lease the building. We maybe do something like that for the office space and
Yep.
coexist with the gym.
So that was number one. Number two, we're going to talk about what's coming up downtown in a minute.
Oh,
Number
that's great.
two, the Hampton Watershed. What's the latest on that?
Well, that the city council approved the money to accept the money to do that. So that's going to start real soon. That'll be something that's going to benefit both the county and the city. Well, just like everything we do does. I mean, that's of course located right near Hampton High School. Both of these things are tremendous. I mean, they're huge things in the life of in recreation in our town and our county. Outdoor recreation is the future. We live in a place that industry is not, I mean, there's no land. There's not a flat spot in Carter County, another flat spot to build the new Nissan plant or the new Volkswagen plant or whatever. So outdoor recreation is kind of the way to go. People come in, you couple this, the bike trails, people that do that also do kayaking, and they'll hit Elizabeth and they'll go to Johnson City and ride those trails. They'll go around, all around. And then once we get, Surf Betsy, once that's done, it's going to draw more people to the area, and you're going to see some, hopefully, some new hotels and new things that going to benefit everybody.
Absolutely. So those three things have been approved, and so everything's on forward motion, which is good.
Yes.
So we'll keep giving him, letting him come give us updates as things progress, which is very exciting.
And the Surf Betsy thing was another, it's to some more money for more engineering, more doing a economic survey. Before we do something, even though just about every place or any place that I know of that these things have happened, it's been a game changer for that city or that county or whatever, all over the country. But before we do that, we don't jump into anything before we flesh it out and make sure that everything is a go. So this economic survey will help even more. And then once we get to that point, then hopefully the next thing would be, going into all kinds of, the engineering. We're in the engineering phase now.
Sure.
But you got to have, what am I trying to say?
Make it a reality.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And soon it will.
Yeah, that's the name of it.
I think so.
Planning stages now, reality in the future. It's very exciting. And so we'll let him, as he comes in every week, gives updates as it deems worthy to do that. So
Absolutely.
we're very excited about the growth and things going on in Elizabethton. So we have a movie coming up on Thursday night downtown called the Twilight movie, the New Moon movie. What's this about?
It's part of the Twilight series. You know that I have no clue what this is about, but he set me up on that one.
On the movie?
Yeah, I've never seen that movie. We could ask Andrea. I bet Andrea knows.
Is that the name of the movie?
Yeah, Twilight.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was the theme of so that's actually the name of the movie.
Twilight is the series, and New Moon is the movie.
Do you know about it? We'll defer to her.
She can explain it.
We'll defer to her.
It's one of the movies in that series of Twilight.
This is the Mo and Joe segment. I don't know anything. He don't know anything. Just a couple of good old boys just riding around.
Yeah, we
eating chicken.
That's it.
Drinking a milkshake.
Listen to Willie Nelson.
Listen to Willie Nelson. There you go.
Oh my goodness.
That was good. All right.
But yeah, that's coming up on Thursday night, and that'll start. Whenever it gets dark. I think it'd be there about 6 o'clock, and it should begin then.
Yeah, free movie. Edwards Island.
Absolutely, and there'll be food trucks and stuff there. So
then I know this movie, Christmas movie in the park, Home Alone.
Yes,
so that'll be on Edwards Island. That'll be on Saturday, the 2nd of December. We'll talk more about that next week. But this coming Saturday is the lighting of the Fraser Fir.
That's right. The Carter County Bank's lighting of the Fraser Fir. That will be this Saturday, and of course, also the parade for Evan Carter. That's going to be part of that, and that's awesome. What a wonderful story that is. I mean, is that not a storybook?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's just amazing, and it's so wonderful that people of Elizabethton have grabbed on to him and celebrated his victories and milestones with him. I think it's awesome. And kudos to everybody who participates.
Mm-hmm.
And also that same night we'll have a sneak peek, kind of a preview of the skating on the dough ice skating. Our ice skating rink will be open that night. Actually, it's already completely booked for that night. It was free, but you had to register to be able to do it so there's not a big mess there.
Right.
And right now it was already, it's booked solid. So, but it'll be beautiful. You see that we'll have all of our lights. Our guys have been working. I mean, our maintenance guys, which I forgot to do what you asked me to do. But our maintenance guys have worked nonstop to make Covered Bridge Park look like winter wonderland, and it does. I mean, if you've been through there, last year, you know what to expect, and we just try to do a little more each year, and so far we haven't. They hadn't had to kick into nuclear power or anything, but we're trying to keep it under control. But it's beautiful,
It is.
and it just it warms my heart. It just makes me proud to live in Elizabethton, and small town awesomeness is what that is.
Absolutely. It's almost like a Norman Rockwell
Yeah,
slice of Americana. So
it is.
what I want you to do is once they get all the lights up, and you're almost there, but come
Right.
downtown at night, stand out to Covered Bridge, and just look back down. They're piping in. They have Christmas music playing on the street up to about 11 o'clock at night. Look down the street, and it, honest to goodness, looks like a Norman Rockwell, almost like a postcard.
Oh, it
So,
does. It's
yeah.
awesome.
Yep, all the storefronts will be lit up. I'd wait another week or so because some of them are taking down their pumpkins and those kind of things and switching over to Christmas. They had Christmas open house yesterday downtown. The place was packed, and so you want to come down and look at that. And at some point we'll get a little cold weather and probably some snow or snow flurries, and stand down there at the end and look down through there, and it's unbelievable. So
It really is.
yep. So what's that say? I'm here for long term. Don't care about age. I'm not sure what that is. Have no clue what that is, or better yet, who that is. So, but anyway, we're here live. We are. Last thing we're going to talk about is pickleball.
Oh.
Pickleball's out there. They got pickleball courts, and
Yeah.
it's a growing thing, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It's the fastest growing sport, I think, in the world. I know it is in the country, and there's expansion. People are converting their old tennis courts into pickleball courts, which is what we've done at the pool, the tennis courts there at Franklin Pool, right beside of Sycamore Shoals State Park. And gosh, they're full all the time.
It's a
And
growing sport.
It really is, and we're looking to expand even further with it. So that'll be coming up in the future too.
Absolutely. So lots going on, obviously, and see, his team had a bye this week, and it's the reason why they gave the Dolphins a bye. There you go. Show it to them. Show it. There you go. There you go. See the fins on his shirt? Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Yep.
Now they gave him a week off because our team's going down there, and it's going to be like a Swiffer.
Just sweep
We're gonna
right
mop
through
'em up.
everything. Yep. That's what's going to happen.
The Raiders are going into Miami on Sunday, so they gave the Dolphins a week off to get ready to get their tails kicked.
The NFL did that special for that. Yeah, I guarantee it.
That's it.
Oh,
So
my
they're
goodness.
special. We are so bad. I went back. I had to go back and watch the Raiders DVD from back in the '80s when they actually won. Seriously, I went on that night. I thought, I'm going to go watch the Raiders.
Oh, that's awesome.
I went back and pulled out the old DVD of the chronicle history of the Oakland Raiders and enjoyed it because they won back then.
Oh, yeah.
They
Oh,
were
man, they
mean.
were mean. You're not
Loved it.
kidding.
Oh, they played dirty. They were mean.
Ted Hendricks,
Oh,
all the
Lyle Alzado.
store. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Lyle Alzado is probably one of the toughest, crazy people in the
Oh
world.
yes, he's gone now. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
They were mean dudes. And they could
Yeah, they
play.
were.
So, anyway, my Raiders are going into Miami. His
That's right.
Dolphins
We'll see what
on
happens.
Sunday. You want to make a little friendly, make a little lunch bet?
Sure.
Okay, we'll make a bet. Whatever. I'll get.
You do anyway.
That's kind of a dumb thing to do. I do anyway. He gets his lunch anyway. So
Let's
I have
see.
to rethink that one. So
Okay. Well,
I'll text you. We'll come up with something.
oh, it's fine.
Some kind of a bet. So,
Yeah.
because my boys are going to beat his boys.
Oh, man.
Like it'll think it's a percussion set because they're gonna beat him like a drum.
Like a drum.
Drum,
Like
yeah,
a
okay.
drum. Oh, wow. See you, bro.
Thank you, sir. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. T. Duggar basketball coming up later on this afternoon. It's exciting. T.A. Duggar boys basketball today. A doubleheader versus the Robinson Redskins at home at T.A. Duggar. Hi, this is Tom Taylor inviting you to join us. Airtime 4:45. Tip-off at 5 o'clock for a doubleheader. Again, the Cyclones of Billy Etter and the Robinson Redskins from Kingsport. It all starts at 4:45 today here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Cyclones. Smoked hams and smoked turkeys, got them ready to go. 349-6437 is the number to call to order them. Tell us about them, would you please?
Yeah, so our smoked hams, they're $9.50 a pound. They come from about 8 to 12 pound range. We make our own brine in-house, and we brine them in them, and then we smoke them just long enough to make them nice and juicy on the inside, and then a beautiful brown outside. Absolutely.
Hams are $9.50 a pound. The turkeys are $13.99 a pound. The cutoff to order those is coming up on November the 18th. The pickup will be on Tuesday the 21st or Thanksgiving Eve on Wednesday the 22nd. We sell a bunch of hams and turkeys, don't we?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And the phone number to call right now is 349-6437. So which one's your favorite, hams or turkeys?
I like the hams. I'm not a big turkey person.
Like the hams?
Yeah.
Yep. We sell a bunch of hams and turkeys here, folks. If you've never had one, you need to come get you a ham or a turkey, again, from Phil's Dream Pit for the holidays. And the first one up, of course, would be for Thanksgiving. So tell us again the pricing, would you please?
Yeah, so the hams are $19.50 a pound. They come in an 8 to 12 pound range, and the turkeys are $13.99 a pound, but they're a little smaller.
Yep. Hams, $9.50 a pound. Turkeys, $13.99 a pound. Phone number to call is 349-6437. Again, the pickup, you have until Saturday the 18th to order them. You pick them up on Tuesday the 21st or Wednesday the 22nd, whichever best suits your schedule. Again, you can't go wrong, folks, with a holiday ham or a holiday turkey from Phil's Dream Pit. The quest for perfect barbecue, 349-6437. Big help from our buddy Cassie Pipkin, helping us sell hams and turkeys from right here at Phil's Dream Pit. Proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Are you looking for apparel of your favorite local school for Christmas? Brummett Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton can make this Christmas merry and bright for folks on your list. They have sweatshirts and hoodies, youth and adult sizes. They have sublimated jerseys. They offer long and short sleeve t-shirts, sweatshirts, and hoodies of your favorite Carter County schools. Plus different styles of jackets of your favorite school, from windbreakers to insulated jackets. Brummett's also sells ball caps, too. And they have Letterman jackets for schools in Northeast Tennessee, Western North Carolina, and Southwest Virginia for band, cheerleaders, and all sports. And they have the patches to go with them, too, to honor your special person. And they offer trophies and plaques for teams and individuals, athletics as well as businesses, churches, trophies, and plaques. Find them on Facebook or call 542-2321, 542-2321. Your local, hometown sports shop. Be loyal, buy local. At Brummett Sports Shop, Elk Avenue in downtown Elizabethton. An Elizabethton tradition since the 1940s. Brummett Sports Shop. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth, and we got college football coming up. New top 25. Did you watch the game Saturday?
I watched a little bit at Big Dan's, and I didn't like what I seen, and I'm glad the volume wasn't up a lot. And so, you know, it was easy just to turn back around and enjoy my meal.
That's it. Because the Vols kind of made you lose your appetite because they were.
I could not believe it.
Pretty sad, I think.
I couldn't believe it.
I'm not sure what's going on, but something's wrong. I mean, to go, you get outscored 26-0 in the second half. Come on now, you're better than that.
Yeah.
Come up with 7 points the whole game. So, anyway, and as crazy as they are, they come out there Saturday beat Georgia. It won't matter now because Georgia's already won the SEC East. They'll play Alabama for the SEC championship again, but.
They got nothing to lose. They'll beat them.
Yeah, nothing to lose, everything to gain.
That's right.
All right, so here we go. Let's take a look at, we're going to be bagging groceries next week. Tell me about that, the credit union.
We are going to be bagging, celebrity bagging with United Way at Food City on Broad Street. And so the credit union's always a part of that, and I always go down there for an hour on that day every year, and it's so much fun. And we have a great time no matter who's there. You know, it was fun to have Daniel Grindstaff with us last year, and you know, Mr. Swaney, and just all the people. We got to have fun and take pictures and talk to, you know, community folk, and just make a difference. You know, it was fun.
Now, there's a system that they give you a crash course how to bag stuff, because you don't put the eggs in the bottom, you put the eggs on top and the bread on top, right?
I just put the eggs in a bag by itself.
By itself? All right.
That's what I do.
And the bread?
I mean, I don't think, you know, you can't go wrong with that.
Nope. And you put the heavier, harder stuff that's not going to break and bust on the bottom.
Yes.
And you work your way up to the bag.
Yes.
And put the stuff that you don't like, the bread and all that, up on top.
Uh-huh.
But you put the eggs in a totally separate bag.
Yeah, and the bread.
And the bread.
That's just me.
Okay, well,
That's how I go.
that's
with
how
it.
we roll.
Yeah.
So what time are you there next Tuesday?
I'm there in the afternoon, 3 o'clock.
Three bells. You want to meet Andrea Lewis, let her bag your groceries? Be at Food City here in Elizabethton at 3 o'clock next Tuesday, a week from tomorrow.
It's usually, hey, are you on the Tom Taylor show?
Is it really?
Yeah, that's how they know me.
Oh gosh, shucks. Golly, shucks, Andrea.
I'm not kidding.
I'll be doggone shucks. You're so nice. Do they really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
happens like at least once a week.
There you go. So folks out there watching this young lady, because she does a great job, Northeast Community Credit Union. The shoe boxes are due today, right?
They are, yes. They're due today, and we've got a stack of boxes, and I'm sure the branches have a stack of boxes ready to go. So Miss Olivia will come by and collect those boxes, but today is the deadline, so hurry.
Hurry. Get it done before the time is the lobby closed today.
4:30.
4:30.
Yeah.
So you can still go get your boxes and shop and turn it back in for the Operation Shoebox Samaritan's Purse. And as we told you when we were there Thursday, you can now track where your boxes go. They go all over the world, and so you'll be able to track what country your particular boxes go, because they'll give you a little tracking number to know that. So you're also hosting a chamber breakfast. Tell me about that.
We are hosting the Chamber Breakfast this Thursday for all the members of the Elizabeth and Carter County Chamber of Commerce. And so we're really excited. We're going to have it at our main office. We've got so many great things to talk about, what we've accomplished in 2023 and what we have to look forward to in 24. So we're just really excited, and a lot going on, and I'm always doing something. So
We just finished tour of schools. It was awesome. Thank you, the tour of schools. Again, Northeast Community Credit Union. We finished up today at Eastside Elementary, which was awesome. So we'll park it now till next spring and do it back in the spring. But Readers are Winners. You guys are the sponsors of that too. Tell us what you're doing.
we are sponsoring Readers Are Winners, and I think it's so important. You know, as I mentioned earlier, we are formerly known as Elizabethton Teachers Credit Union, and so education is what we are founded on. It's so important. Reading is important because it helps you for testing, for speaking, and yes, you're gonna have to know how to speak. No matter if you've got your phone and it does everything for you. You know, I love my phone too, but you're going to have times in your life where you're going to have to learn how to read and comprehend and so forth. And we just want to make it fun. And the faculty is doing a great job of that at
Yep.
every school.
Yep. And so, again, telling you what we're doing. We're taking the top 50 kids at each of the elementary schools here in Elizabeth. It's a reading challenge.
Yeah.
Top 50 based on minutes read will get a T-shirt. Tom Taylor Sports Suit T-shirt, which I left out in the car in my haste to get in and get set up. It's Readers Are Winners. I'll show it to you tomorrow on the show, or I'll go out there during the break and get it. And then on the back of it, of course, says Northeast Community Credit Union, because they're sponsoring the shirts. That's the top 50 at each of the 3 elementary schools. Plus, we're going to mention their name. And then we'll come back on the second 9 weeks. Yeah, the next batch. We'll wipe the slate clean and start over. And the top 50 at each school gets ball caps. Wipe the slate clean, and we'll do one more time. We'll do water bottles in the springtime, and then we'll do it one more the last 9 weeks of the school year, the top 10 across the system. will get big old backpacks thanks to Northeast Community Credit Union and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Full of goodies because they have read the most minutes. So we're all about reading. The late Walt Disney said, readers today, leaders tomorrow. So how difficult would your job be in all seriousness if you couldn't read proficiently?
It would be pretty difficult.
Yes.
It would. It would really be frustrating, and you would just have to be kind of a fast learner.
Mm-hmm.
And so I am going to be honest. I did not enjoy reading when I was younger, and I had to kind of teach myself to learn to do it. And then I started realizing your grammar is better when you read more. Your memorization is better when you read more. Your imagination is better when you read more. And so it's really important. It really is.
Books can take you everywhere is what they said last week, and that's a good slogan. Books can take you everywhere.
Yeah.
And so we're all about it. And Shannon Barnett said today that if you're not up to snuff by your when you don't hit third grade reading level, if you're not proficient in third grade by third grade, there's a 60% chance you won't graduate from high school. Those are statistics from the state of Tennessee. That's a scary number because the kids get frustrated going further and they don't want to read and can't read, and things go south and they end up not graduating. So it's very critical to be able to read, and so that's why we're doing the Readers Are Winners. In fact, Miss Miller's coming up next from the Imagination Library. We're all about that too. Daniel Grindstaff's here. He did not bring his banjo as we requested.
I just talked about him at celebrity bagging. Isn't that weird?
You did.
He just walked in the door.
He just walked in the door, yeah.
Hello.
Voila.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's going to be here and join us in a few minutes. Daniel Grindstaff was watching. He's sitting right over there. Hello, Lynn McDowell. Got a big old hug from you yesterday at church. She's so sweet in her hub. So got a big old hug from Lynn yesterday at the church house at Pleasant Beach. So anyway, you're going to be bagging next Tuesday at 3 o'clock.
That's me.
Yep, at United Way, Food City with the it is
It's United Way, yeah.
United Way bagging, celebrity bagging at Food City next Tuesday at 3 o'clock. We may have to sneak in there and
It's so much fun.
I'm going to stream her, watch her bag things and
Yeah.
say, she's just throwing stuff in and thank you, and so it'll be good. So
Yeah.
we'll do that. And then you're hosting the Chamber Breakfast
This Thursday.
Thursday morning at what time?
It's at 8 o'clock. So
8 o'clock.
members of the chamber will be there, and it's going to be a good time. We're going to have a buffet, a breakfast buffet. So
Let me tell you what you want to get her for Christmas. She loves Willie Nelson. Not, right? You like him, you don't like he's singing.
yeah, exactly.
You like him as a guy.
It's just I don't know. We don't need to go there.
Georgia.
Oh, jeez.
Georgia. Yeah. Oh well. That's a good time for you to go get something to eat.
I think
When
so.
I'm starting to do Willie Nelson, making nasal noises, sing like Willie, probably time you go get something to eat. God bless you.
Thank you so much.
I'll see you next Monday.
Yep.
All right. Quick break. We'll be right back. We got T.A. Duggar basketball this afternoon. Here's somebody to tell you about it on the Tom Taylor Sports. It's exciting. T.A. Duggar boys basketball today. A doubleheader versus the Robinson Redskins at home at T.A. Duggar. Hi, this is Tom Taylor inviting you to join us. Airtime 4:45. Tip off at 5 o'clock for a doubleheader. Again, the Cyclones of Billy Etter and the Robinson Redskins from Kingsport. It all starts at 4:45 today here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Cyclones. It's exciting. Elizabeth and Lady Cyclone doubleheader basketball. Hi, this is Tom Taylor inviting you to join me Tuesday for Lady Cyclone basketball. The junior varsity entertains Dobbins Bennett at 4 o'clock, and the varsity girls host Morristown West at 7 o'clock. It all starts at 3:45 Tuesday here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Exciting Lady Cyclone basketball. Go Cyclones. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we got, again, we'll talk some college football, some NFL coming up, some college basketball. We'll run down who's still playing in the playoffs in the high school football. Cyclones, unfortunately, are not. They lose to Anderson County, as you know, Friday night. Anderson County will travel to Greenville Friday night for the quarterfinals of the high school football playoffs. But we are starting our basketball coverage today. T.A. Duggar, our middle school, will be taking on Robinson Middle School out of Kingsport. And we'll get started at 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock back-to-back doubleheader for the boys, again, of T.A. Duggar. Miss Miller's here. Hello, young lady. How are you?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. We were together at a social gathering not too long ago. We had a little wedding celebration we went to
We did.
with Lee and Jane, and so we're here now talking about the Imagination Library. It all got started back in 19. If you're out there going, okay, because Rick's watching in Pensacola, going, what are you talking about? What's the Imagination Library all about? And you're going to tell us.
Okay. It's a program that we have through the state. We have an agreement with Dolly Parton's Foundation, and Dolly, she gets the books for us, but she doesn't pay for them. And this is what the message we need to get out there to everybody is: Dolly doesn't pay for them. She gets them at a wonderful price for us.
Right.
But we, the county here, we have a board, and we need to raise about $30,000 a year to pay for these
Pay for
books,
the books,
for
yep.
children.
$2.20 a book, right?
That's about the average.
About
yeah.
the average, right? Okay. So most people think that she pays the book. She does not. The foundation provides the organization, the mailing, book selection, the volume purchasing, and allows you to provide the program. But it costs about $2.20 a piece, and so we're looking for folks like you out there to make a contribution to help pay for the books for these kids. Who gets them, and how often do they get them?
The children, we get them signed up at birth now at the hospital most of the time. And so it's from birth to 5 years old. So they get 60 books, and these are all very, very good books, age appropriate.
She brought some, so I'm going to be her Vanna, so we can talk about some of these books. This one's called Find Fergus. Tell me about this one, would you please?
Yes, well, it starts out being just real simple to find this bear, and is he hiding behind a tree or whatever, and then you have to find him, and it's real simple until you get to the end, and then they give you a list of things to find, and there's a
There it is, yeah.
there's a page that folds out, and it makes you think, well, where is this? You have a list of things to find, so it's a neat little book.
So this is one of the books that your money would help put out in the kids' hands. This is probably for what grade?
That could be like a 3-year-old
Yeah.
or something like that,
Yeah.
probably.
3 or 4 year old, okay. This one's called The Perfect Present by Fiona Robertson. And we'll show you this one. Tell us about this book, would you please?
Yes, this boy is having a birthday, and he has a duck that's like a human, his pet. And so he's opening his presents, and someone gives him a big box, and he opens it, and it's a dog.
It's a little doggy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And so the duck is very, very jealous of that dog. And it goes on where they got into the water, the dog fell in water, and the duck went in to get it. And then the little boy got a fishing pole, which was a gift from the duck, and got him out.
Cool.
It's a little,
Got a
creative anyway.
got a little spin to it, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. So those are 2 of the books we brought for examples. And then we have the T-shirts they're selling. Great Christmas gift right now. Good stocking stuffer. The library, the Dolly Built, the Imagination Library. So I get them, yeah, there it is on the screen. How much are these?
Those are $15.
Yep,
And
15.
we have them at the Joey's Fabulous Finds at the mini mall. She's selling them for us. And we've sold quite a few.
Have you really?
Yes, we have.
Awesome.
And some people that have seen it online, they want to get them mailed to them. To
Oh,
the
really?
State. Yeah, so
That's
that's
awesome.
good.
So the whole point of this, folks, to let you know how you can help these kids. Lynn McDowell says, we love Creola. She's dedicated her life to reading programs for children. How about that? That's what Lynn McDowell said.
Well, isn't that sweet?
Yeah, says, we love you. She's dedicated her whole life to reading programs for children. And you have, haven't you?
I have.
Yeah. So you're involved in this heavily, of course. What's the most gratifying part of this for you?
Well, just knowing that a child's going to the mailbox and getting really excited about getting a book.
Yeah.
And it has to help improve, our students' ability to read.
Absolutely. And it's so important.
It is.
Walt
extremely-
Disney said it, readers today, leaders tomorrow. And
Right.
so the ones that can read well move far and go far in life, don't they?
They do.
Yeah. So if you, again, these start at birth, so every child's going to get at least 60 books by the time they turn 5. 512s, absolutely, or 60. So we need your help to pay for these books.
And we need people to realize if they move, they need to go online and change their address so they will continue getting the books, or they can do that at the library. Elizabethton Public Library.
And this kind of goes without saying, but it is a tax-deductible contribution.
Yes, it is.
So, I think you would know that, but just in case you didn't, just as a reminder, it is tax-deductible. You can, and there's something else too. Once they outgrow these books, keep growing up, and the ones they used to have, they don't need to read anymore, or can't read, or don't want to read because they're advanced. What do we do with the old books?
Need to donate them. Donate them to classrooms. Our pre-K classrooms can use them. Any daycare center, just anywhere where small children are.
Yep. So it's real simple, folks. We want you to give whatever you can give, $2.20. That's all you can give. That'll help one kid, one book for 1 month. So tell us how we can make a donation.
You can send a check to Mitch Broyles at Elizabethton Federal, Post Office Box 1930 in Elizabethton, or you could drop off a donation at the library.
Yeah. And if you want to bring me a donation, I'll get it to him. If you just want to say, come by and say, here's a check. I don't want to mail it. I ain't got time to mail it, but here's a check made out to, I guess, Carter County Imagination Library.
Yes.
And do it that way. You want to bring me a check, and I'll turn right around and get hold of Miss Miller and get it to her, too. So if there's a will, there's a way. And we got to get these books out to these kids, and we will. But it sure would help if you guys could help us out by kicking a little money into it. And, so let's go $2.20 times 10. That's $22.20. So for a child to go for 1 year, it'd be, let's see, 220 times 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would that be? That'd be 25, 26 bucks.
$25, $26.
Yeah, so for $26, you can pay for one child for a year's worth of free books at 25 or 26 bucks. It's not a lot of money. Everybody's money's important, and we know that. So I'm not belittling 25 or 26 bucks, but you can, for $26, you can take care of one kid for a year, making sure they get books to read from the Carter County Imagination Library, which is really cool. So it's good.
Yes.
What do you want to leave us with, ma'am?
Read.
Read.
Everyone needs to read. Enjoy it.
You're coming back in 2 weeks, aren't you?
I'll be here.
Yeah, she said she'd come back about every 2 weeks, so you can come as often as you want, but she's a busy lady, so I'll be back in 2 weeks, and I think that's awesome. So thank you for coming.
Thank you so much.
Oh, gosh, yes. What a great thing to get out and read for these kids and get these books in their hands so they can read, too. Quick break. We'll be right back, and if you ever like to read to the kids, you can do that. You can volunteer your time at the library. They'll let you go in and read to the kids, won't they?
They would.
Yeah, they do. And so I do it in some of the schools, so it's really cool, folks, and we appreciate them very much. The Carter County Imagination Library. Again, you can drop off a donation financially at the library, or you can send it to Mitch Broyles, Broyles, at P.O. Box 1930, Elizabethton. P.O. Box 1930. Make the check to Carter County Imagination Library, and we'll thank you for what you can do for us. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're live here at Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
This is Pastor Mark Fowler, and we want to invite you to be with us at Pleasant Beach Baptist Church sometime soon. And we're thankful for what God is doing, and we've had visitors almost every week. We have so many people that God is using His Word to accomplish a work in their life. And we want you to come. I think about our society today, and there's a lot of talk about the negative aspects and generations and what's missing and what we're going to do and how do we face this social issue and how do we face that social issue, and that is always the buzz, and if we're not careful, we talk like God doesn't have an answer. 2 Timothy chapter 3 we looked at the other night together in our church, and it reminds us that yes, in the last days there's going to be some difficult things come, dangerous times, but the antidote is always God's Word. And so what we're trying to do is to provide Bible answers for today's tough questions. And we're building Believers by the Book. So we want your family to come. We're thankful to have a Sunday school hour and a junior church and master clubs and a youth group and all those things going on. But what we're trying to accomplish is to get the Word of God into the hearts and minds of God's people.
Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. What all do you have here at the Jewelers Bench?
So we carry an assortment of items. We've got Watchwise, G-Shock, Bearing, Citizens, Pearl-Wise. We do Imperial Pearl. I get some from a company called AGI, really great company. Diamonds, we do all kinds from Shaw Diamonds. We have lab-grown diamonds, Pandora. carry classic imports, which is sterling silver items, and then sterling reputation, that's sterling silver items. PRO is sterling silver, diamond, 14 karat, yellow gold. Spotto watch bands, stuff from Equity Diamonds, just a wider range.
Jewelry repair, do a lot of that, of course, and jewelry cleaning, all that available here again as we are here at the Jeweler's Bench. And so, social media, how do we find you?
So Facebook and Instagram, and then website is jewelersbenchtn.com.
One of our great sponsors, Cyclone Sports, the Tom Dillon Sports Show, the great folks at the Jeweler's Bench.
Hey, it's your girl Mayani. A little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Cobb salad is the chicken. Literally, the nuggets, they smack. When you put those nuggets in the salad, it just brings the salad to life. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Hi, I'm Jasmine. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A market salad is that the chicken is super juicy and the apples can be a little tangy, also a little sweet as well. So there's just a ton of different flavors. It's just so good.
And back at the Tom Dillon Sports Show again. Monday Night Football coming up tonight. You've got the Buffalo Bills at 5-4 in Buffalo, hosting the Denver Broncos at 3-5. So not exactly I wouldn't think it'd be a ratings bonanza. 3-5 against 5-4. But if you're a Bills fan, you're a Denver fan, you'll be one to watch it. By the way, the temperature in Buffalo tonight will be in the mid-40s with 10-mile-an-hour winds, so it'll be a bundle-up game tonight for sure. At Monday Night Football, the Bills hosting the Denver Broncos last night. The Raiders. My boys won. Wasn't pretty. They never win pretty because they're not very good, but they did win, so they're just not very good. But they won 16-12, the final score. So there you go. Not exactly Super Bowl bound, I don't think, the Raiders, but they won 2 in a row, and they're 5-5, and so there you go. Now, tomorrow will be a Double C Western Supply, but tomorrow will be the anniversary of the Marshall plane crash, of course, where I graduated from. So I'll probably have something on that says Marshall. It'll be 53 years tomorrow when the plane went down, and everybody, of course, got killed on the plane. Marshall football team, and so tomorrow they have the fountain there in Huntington and behind the student center with there's a different. I'll get a picture of it by tomorrow. But there's the fountain has all these. It looks like this, and each one of the different, what would you call them, holes, for lack of a better term, represent one of the players got killed. And so tomorrow they'll turn it off. They run the fountain all the time, but they'll turn it off tomorrow in honor of the plane crash. Will be 53 years tomorrow. Why am I telling you that? Because we'll talk about that tomorrow, and I have someone that says Marshall tomorrow since that's my alma mater. So where'd you graduate from, by the way?
Far as
high school,
UNACA,
Ranger,
right up the road. Yes,
Ranger.
sir.
Yeah. So this man can pick. He can do it. Make that banjo talk. Now you want to circle your calendars. A big event coming to Pleasant Beach. He's bringing in some heavies for a big Christmas concert. Kind of give us the details.
I think that's going to be December. Let me look at my calendar here. December the 15th, 6:30 p.m. That's on a Friday evening, and I've got some friends coming up that do a Christmas tour. Kind of a bluegrass and Americana, and it's just a lot of the really, really sound Christmas songs. It's my buddy Andy Leftwich. He worked 20 years with Ricky Skaggs and Kentucky Thunder playing fiddle. He's a very in-demand session player these days, and he and his wife and some other friends of ours do a Christmas tour every year at select places. They don't play a whole lot of venues, but they're doing, I think, maybe 10 or 12 this year, and Pleasant Beach is one of the stops.
Yep.
So Friday, December the 15th, 6:30, and come out for a state-of-the-art Christmas program with Andy Leftwich and friends.
Sound, lights, they bring in their own sound folks,
Yep.
and this is the real deal.
Yeah, it's going to be really, really good. He's a very, very talented musician, and he brings a lot of other talented folks with him as well. So it's just be a good evening of music and celebrating the season for sure.
Yep. Bluegrass Americana Christmas concert, for lack of a better term, right?
That's it.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
December the
good.
15th.
Yeah.
Is it a ticketed event? Get in free? What's the
Donation. It's gonna be a donation.
Will be a
yes, sir.
donation.
Yeah.
Place
So
will be
no tax.
packed. Should
Hope
be
so.
packed.
Yeah, hopefully so.
Oh, yeah.
Folks will show up and enjoy it.
Yes, be awesome. So that's what he does when he's not selling insurance. His day job makes him a very good insurance agent, and so is the firm. You guys won some awards. Tell us about it.
We were fortunate enough to get the Reader's Choice here in Elizabethton for insurance company this year. And we got that last year as well, and we're very, very thankful for that. I wound up getting Reader's Choice Favorite Agent, so
well deserved.
surprisingly so. But I got it nonetheless, and so whoever voted, I surely appreciate it.
My arm got sore.
Yeah.
I think 37 times I voted for you.
Whatever, how many it takes. But if you don't care to do 38 or 39 next year, just to give me a couple of buffers, I'd appreciate it.
Take a repeat.
Yeah.
Hello, Becky Porchel, Rob Pridlow, Patsy Lyons. Thank you all for watching. We're live here again at the good folks at Chick-fil-A here in Elizabethton. So tell us the very latest about the song. In case you missed it, this guy has the #1 bluegrass song in America. Tell us about it, would you please?
So, I'm working on a project right now, and hopefully it's going to be out in March of next year. I don't have the exact date yet, but got a few things to finish up to set the date. I'm doing a Heroes and Friends project, and the latest song I've got out wound up being #1 for the entire month of October, and it's a recut of Rod Stewart's Forever Young. Wound up with my buddy Paul Brewster, who also worked for Ricky Skaggs for 25 years, and we convinced Dolly Parton that it was a good idea to sing on it as well. So
and she
luckily
did.
she did that. Yeah, surprisingly she did.
You heard from Rod Stewart, right?
We did. It made it all the way to Rod himself, and he was kind enough to give us a shout out about how much he enjoyed the remake of the song.
It's pretty cool.
And was glad to hear the success of such. So
yeah, a remake of his song, and he sent a congratulatory email to you.
That was pretty cool. I initially thought it was a fake page, and so I thought, oh no, here's somebody posing as Rod Stewart, and I went and looked, and it was actually him.
It was him.
Yeah, his fan club had found out about it and had sent it to
him.
Yeah, sent it to his people, and he'd give a listen to it.
Yep.
So it was a big honor.
Absolutely.
Big Rod Stewart fan, big Dolly fan, and just some of that stuff you can't make up. It's I know it's too far fetched to be real life, but fortunately it is.
You heard from Dolly over it?
Yeah, they just she's working on a rock album. Her rock album's going to be out. It's like 24 tracks, and sent it to her. Of course, her people they really enjoyed the final product. They were very, very kind about their thoughts on how the song come out. Of course. So,
yep.
Yeah.
Not bad when you get tied in something goes #1. Yes, she should be pretty pleased that she's part of that, and you are, and she is, and so.
Oh, I'm very, very thankful. It's proof that there's just things you can't line up, and that's one of them. I got some of the ball rolling, but I just couldn't. The Lord seen fit for all that to work out, and it wasn't me.
Yep.
I just got the idea started and presented the song to Paul, and the rest. I'd always hoped to be part of something like that. That's anybody that does music or goodness, dream big, because it can happen. I guess is the best way to word it.
Ask Kevin Carter. Dream big, right?
Hadn't he had a great year?
Yeah, he
My
sure has.
Goodness.
So.
But he's put in the time. He's
Yes.
put in the time and the work.
And
of
you did
course.
too.
Well, I'd like to think so. Yeah. At one point in time, that's several hours a day when I was a kid trying to learn.
banjo.
Yeah.
It
trying
paid
to
off.
learn. And but there's a lot of folks that may not get that opportunity, and I'm very, very thankful that I did. Very thankful.
Andrew McKeon says Daniel Grindstaff's a good man. And he
Thank
is a
you,
good man.
Andrew.
Yes.
He's, Andrew, I can tell this, but Andrew handled one of my first car loans years ago. So.
You remember what you bought?
Yeah, it's a Honda of some sort. I had several, but yeah, I paid him on time, I guess.
He liked you.
He did, because I didn't have a co-signer and I was young.
Yeah. You kept the loan current,
Yeah.
paid it off, it was good.
Yeah, paid it off. I was good from there. But Andrew's been a friend for a lot of years. I surely appreciate him.
He's a good man too.
He's as good as they come.
You
brother.
better believe
yes,
it.
sir. Think a
Fine,
lot of
fine
him.
fellow. Yep.
Yep.
I do too. So you got the song Rod Stewart. You got another project coming out.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
You're a busy man during your day job. Again, the Farm Bureau, you got named the favorite insurance agent, Reader's Choice. So what are you doing, folks? You're not doing end of the year reviews, I guess?
Just trying to move move forward, helping folks as we can. It is the holidays and a lot of moving parts. A lot of folks been calling in holiday season. People get thinking about life coverage or life insurance. We're doing beneficiary reviews. A lot of auto quotes. That's your most volatile through the season right now is folks just kind of revisiting their coverages and things. And just we're there to help. We got a lot of great guys and ladies in the office, and they're all like-minded when it comes to that. And I'm sure thankful to be working with them, alongside them.
Absolutely. I concur 100%. Well, Mrs. Rowe, how are you? I'm doing good.
Oh, Gary's not far behind.
He's not far behind. He's
There
bringing
he
the
is.
food. There you go.
Yeah.
Gary's hauling the food. Mr. and Miss Rowe in here. I wish you liked the Kentucky Wildcats. He just don't, you can't get him to be committed on anything.
He's not much on the bluegrass steak.
No, you can't get him to. He just kind of waffles. You don't really know what he believes, who he really likes, do you?
Oh
No.
yeah.
No. See, he's got a Kentucky shirt on, blue and white shirt today.
I've actually the next song I'm doing is one with Andy Leftwich. It's going to be coming to church. So.
Oh really?
Yeah. We're doing this fiddle and banjo duet thing. So.
Awesome.
I've almost got it shaped up. Hopefully we'll have it out before long.
Will you be playing it that night, do you think? Possibly?
I don't know. I hope just to kick back and enjoy that with the kids, to be honest with you. His Christmas program is so kind of put together and rehearsed. I'm probably just going to show up and enjoy that if at all possible.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's my plan.
You're going to be a
anyway.
fan, not a.
That's right.
not
I'm
a
a big Andy Leftwich fan too, man.
He can solve that fiddle, can't he?
Oh my goodness, as good as anybody you'll ever hear.
Yeah.
He sure can. You don't win 4 Grammys playing out of tune.
No.
Especially
That's
a
a good
fiddle.
point. Well, this guy's name interviewed one time. He was a big time fiddle player. It was a Buddy Spiker. Is that right?
Oh my goodness, yes.
I had Buddy Spiker one time.
You're kidding.
No.
He played. I did an album years ago, probably 20 years ago, and I got Buddy to play on it. Man, he played on everything coming out of Nashville at one point.
He could saw it.
Oh my man, one of my favorites. Yes,
Buddy
sir.
Spiker.
Yes.
Spicher, I think that's how you spelled it. But I had him on the show one time.
He's a real deal, brother.
Yep.
Yes,
He
sir.
could do it.
Well, thanks for having me on today.
He brought his fiddle.
Yes, sir.
You can bring your banjo the next time,
If
I
you
guess.
can get me to. That's
Well,
right.
I've got one right here, though. Let me see. Before you take off, let me see if I can find it. I'm going to play it as you exit Daniel Grindstaff right there. No, that's not it. That's where you actually talk. Let me find it here. I want to get you on here. I'll tell you what, I'm going to play this commercial. While
Yes,
I'm
sir.
playing that, I'll find you.
That sounds
Because
great.
you're playing Rocky Top.
All right. Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that?
Right here, sitting right here.
Sitting right here, Chick-fil-A. Are you hungry?
Me?
Yeah.
Always.
Get you some
Yeah.
food, sir.
Yeah, man, I can always eat.
I'll see you at church Wednesday
Yes,
night.
sir. Sounds great, brother. Thank you
Good
so much.
man
Tom.
right
We
here,
appreciate what
folks.
you do, brother.
Yep.
Thanks for what you do for the community and the schools and the whole 9 yards. We appreciate you.
My privilege, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Quick break. We'll be right back. She's here talking about Sycamore Shoals, and then Ivan Sanders is here. We're going to put him to work. What happened to Tennessee on Saturday? Pitiful. That's what I would say. Pitiful. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this. She's here. She's going to join us from Sycamore Shoals. Ms. Leslie on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. One of our great sponsors on Cyclone Football. Again, the great folks at Ivy Hall Nursing Home. Joseph Taylor, tell us what it's all about.
Yes, sir. We specialize in short-term rehab or long-term care. We accept all major insurances. We accept Medicare, Medicaid. What we really love is people that come in that have had a knee replacement, hip replacement, come to Ivy Hall for some inpatient rehab. We have physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We have a full-time respiratory therapist. And Tom, you can see I'm a big guy, so you know I like food. I know good food, and Ivy Hall specializes in home-cooked meals, three good meals a day. You can catch me every day right at the door getting my tray myself.
There you go. That's awesome. How do we find out more about Ivy Hall on social media?
Yes, sir. We have a Facebook page, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, or a website, ivyhallnursing.com.
One of our great sponsors, folks. Glad to have them on board. Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, look who stopped by. She does it every Monday. She is our buddy, the one, the only, Leslie Broccoli from Sycamore Shoals. We have Show and Tell coming up. Ivan Sanders coming up next, talking college football. He's going to talk some NFL. We'll talk whatever we can get him to talk about, and we'll do that coming up again here in just a minute or two or three, because Leslie's here getting ready for the open house at Sycamore Shoals, Christmas open house, right?
Yes, Over Mountain Christmas.
Over Mountain Christmas, yep. And you brought some show and tell.
I did. I brought some items they could purchase that are unique to our gift shop. And if you're Christmas shopping, good place to Christmas shop. Next Saturday be awesome day to do it. We're gonna have our Santa, old-fashioned Santa, a few vendors. We're gonna have carolers, period dressed. Some English country dancers. Oh, 41 days.
I was looking up what she was talking. 41 days to Christmas
That's all
Eve.
you got.
Yep. So if you want a Christmas shop, here's going to be a good place.
That's
We're going to do a sneak preview of some things you can get. So
all right.
let's go. I'll be your Vanna. Let's go. You
All right.
hand them to me and I'll hold them
will.
to you.
Now, for those of you that did free reign when they were here, we
Mm-hmm.
still have free reign and can order from them. So we got the soap.
This is Wildflower Floral Mint Goat Milk Soap. All right.
Okay, $5.95. Here's their candles.
Oh, I want to smell. Whoa,
Harvest.
that's very nice.
That's
Harvest
a
candle.
Christmassy smell.
Yep. Okay.
And then we've got the little gift packs where you got a little half bar of soap, the lip
Lips chapstick.
chapstick, and the foaming hand soap. That stuff is good.
And this goes for.
It is it on there on the bottom?
Nope.
Might be 18. I think it's 18, but you get 3 things in one.
Okay.
So we've got free reign. If you need free reign, come see us.
Which is a product line, of course.
Yes,
Okay.
they used to be here in town, and they've moved their production to Texas, but family's still around. So
Okay.
they're gracing us. Now, we just got Jamestown glass in. This glass was hand blown at Jamestown.
Whoa.
And this is a piece. I brought 2 of the unique pieces. We got all kinds of pieces. We've got the cobalt, that's blue, the green, which you'll see in a minute, and then we've got the teal. This is a pitcher, and it's a heart pitcher. It's in the shape of a heart.
Oh, look at that.
Each piece unique
Is that not neat?
because
the top
each
of
piece
it.
is hand blown in Jamestown.
Is it really?
At their glass house.
So the mouth of this looks like a heart.
Yep. It's
Neat.
a heart pitcher.
$27.95 with that, by the way. You better hold it. I'm afraid I'm gonna drop it.
I'm
Bust
afraid
it.
I'm going to do it too.
Yeah. I'd be more inclined to do it than you would. So
Another piece. Now this is very unique. Not a lot of people have these. It is called a sparking lamp, and that's in the original green color. Anytime this is the original color, they do glass in, or they did glass in the 1700s. If they added, they had to add pigment to make the other colors. But as you can see, this little wick, it's a very tiny little wick. What they would do, it's called sparking lamp. What they do is when the bows came over, they would light that. When the wick was gone, you're gone.
yeah.
So a sparking lamp.
Now let me tell you a footnote to that story. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Asked my grandmother one time. She's talking about sparking.
Uh-huh.
She said this is the way it was. At least for her in West Virginia. She said, well, if a guy would take a girl out for a buggy ride at night on a cold night, they burning wood in the fireplace. When you look up and see the sparks start flying up out of the chimney, the embers, that was sparking. It was your turn. It was time for you to take the lady home. You've been out too late.
Oh, neat.
Been out long enough.
There you go.
So when
Oh, that's neat.
I took you for a buggy ride and we was out holding hands and smooching whatever, we looked up and see the sparks coming out of the chimney after dark, you know, in the nightfall in the fireplace. That my grandma said, it was time to take them home.
Sparking. You've been
Sparking,
sparking.
been sparking.
So that's where it came from.
And
That
this is cool
neat.
too, but this is a sparking
Sparking lamp.
lamp.
Yep.
I love that.
And you can put
Hand
oil in
blown.
it and actually do it.
Okay.
Use it. Yeah, you can really.
$34.95. We'll have these on sale Saturday, folks, at Sycamore Shoals for the, again, we call this the
Open
Christmas,
house.
Over Mountain Christmas Open House. Hello, Rick Peters. How you doing, sir? T.A. Duggar basketball coming up today. Our first game, a double hitter. T.A. Duggar and Rawson Robinson beginning at 4:45 today. And we'll have a double hitter. All right. And that'll be today. We've got 2 tomorrow and 2 on Thursday. So we're in basketball mode now. Well, check this out. This is a
George Washington.
George
pen.
Washington.
That's his actual signature. I mean,
Oh, look
he
at
didn't
that.
do it on that, but that's what it looks like.
Isn't that cool?
And it's for those of you that do calligraphy or whatever, if you know how to use the pen with the
Kind of hard to see, but it gives you an
George
idea
Washington.
because the lighting in here. But George,
backwards.
that's his actual signature.
signature, that's what it looked like. And the pen is inside. You need ink to do this. But
Look
it's
at this.
a quill with not a quill. It's a wooden pen with a nib on it.
With a who?
They call it a nib.
A nib.
A nib.
Look at
So
that.
you would actually do the calligraphy with that.
Another gift giving
Nice
idea
gift.
from Sycamore
Yes.
Shoals
Okay, we're gonna.
for the gift store.
All right, for those of you that are into T-shirts and hats, we had these are.
By the way, this is $20, or I'm sorry, $21 for that. Okay.
We have the T-shirt. That's one of the T-shirts and shirts we've got. It's a Sycamore Shoals one. A lot of people want the Sycamore Shoals.
Like that. Sycamore Shoals State Historic Park.
Those don't shrink. They're a really nice material.
How much?
$19.95.
$19.95. Okay. Do I have it on the screen? Can they see it on the screen?
I
'Cause I
see
can't
it.
see it.
Yep, you got right in the middle, Sycamore Shoals.
I got it right where I need to be?
You do.
Okay. Thank you.
And then we got the hats that go with them. These have been sewn. They're embroidered. So
Wow,
those are
look at that.
really nice.
And these retail for, excuse me, $19.95.
So you
Sycamore
outfit
Shoals State
somebody.
Park. So for $40, you get them a T-shirt and a ball cap. So
Okay, now we've got some
more show and tell.
We've got some of these are lamps or
How neat.
and we got the big one, punch tin,
$12.95 this, folks.
and that's the little one. And Chad had the best idea, so now he sold me one today. Chad is one of the people that work there. You could put a little tea light in those and put them on your Christmas tree.
Absolutely.
They're a tiny version, if we can. There's the big one,
Here's the
punch
big
tin,
one.
lamp, lantern, and then that's the small one. We've got a few small ones, about 4 small ones left.
$12.95 for that. Okay. And this one goes for $29.95. This is the big one.
Okay, we've
Th-
got.
This is tin. It's metal tin. I'm not done with this. This is neat. These are very unique, folks. Limited supply.
Yes.
Look at that.
I think we've got one of the big ones left, 4 of the little ones, and then we've got a different lantern that's made out of the metal, but it is not punch tin. It's pretty though. All right, and now for those of you that want something else unique, we've got all kinds of challenge coins. The Friends group has been coming up with the challenge coins every year. That was the 2nd year. This is Landon Carter on one side. On the other side is Carter Mansion. The first one was the Fort with John Sevier on the other side, flip side. These are just collectibles. We had the year after that, the 3rd year was Sabine Hill in color with Nathaniel Taylor on it. This was our 4th year. This is the celebration of the Watauga Association, so it's them sign. That's their depiction of the
Scroll.
yes, that they wrote up, and then the guys are on the back. Watauga Association guys writing their rules and regulations and what they were going to govern themselves by when they first moved here.
$8.95 for that, by the way.
Last year this past year was Samuel Doak on both sides, and there's a new one coming out in 1 week for next year, and you got to come to the park to see it. I can't tell what it is. He won't let me.
Christmas open house this Saturday, folks, from 10 until 3. All this is going to be on sale.
All right, now the toy line, and we'll get this out of the way.
Do you know Jay Hunt?
No.
You're doing a great job. I love this show. Thank you, Jay. It's really cool.
For those of you that dare, we've got wooden cannons. They shoot paper wads.
They shoot paper wads,
yes,
all right.
and it's really cute. All of the kids love those when they come in.
It's rubber band powered, and they shoot paper wads.
Yeah,
and
you stick the paper wad down in, pull back the rubber band, and it shoots it out.
there it is. Shows you how to do it. $22.95. That's a unique gift for a kid.
That's right.
All this available at Sycamore Shoals gift shop. Okay.
And here is the fort play set, or actually, I think it's a cabin more than a fort. Oh, it's the fort.
70 pieces of a fort play set for $22.95 for kids to get out and use their hands and do that eye-hand coordination like we used to do. Used to have Tinker toys, erector sets, and
Now you're getting more primitive.
something else we have, but Tinker toys for sure.
We've got the Legos, and we've got different animals at the park, as well as things that have to do with the Revolutionary time period. Those are the two soldiers.
There's 2 soldiers. These are the mini building blocks for
And
$12.99.
they are mini. So adults, they go for you too.
That's right.
All right. Here's the cup and ball. This is an old-fashioned toy cup and ball.
Okay. For $6. Look there.
Here's another.
Excuse me.
Another
love it, love it.
old-fashioned toy. This is called Game of Graces. You can, with the ribbons, you can decorate your rings, and then you toss the rings back and forth to each other.
Neat. Old timey game. That goes for $22.95. So neat stuff. We drop something? No.
This is a whole little set that you can get. It's got 3 toys in one,
Oh, cool.
and it'd make a great stocking
A
stuffer.
wood signal whistle, a mini brass compass, and a mini brass telescope.
The telescope comes out, the brass telescope comes out, and it works. It's really neat.
Okay. Here's
There's
your
the
signal
signal
whistle.
They use those to signal the soldiers when they were going to war.
Here's your compass,
Brass little compass.
which is
And
cool.
here's what the brass telescope looks like. Brass telescope, and it really works.
See if I can see how.
He's going to.
Ahoy, matey.
So you get 3 of those in one.
He's got big glasses on over there. Everything's magnified. Looks like a big old woolly bear yonder over there. It's Ivan Sanders. He joins us next. That is cool. That actually works.
It works, yeah. And kids love them. We got some to sell separately of those.
And this
the
is one of them right
compasses.
here. The ghost comes in this 3-pack.
Uh-huh.
Hello, Jimmy Stout down in Georgia. How you doing, sir?
We're about done.
Oh, I love it. So
Okay.
I
and
said, bring some gift giving ideas, and boy, she did. You can come bring some more next week too. You want to? I don't care.
this one,
Different ones.
we're going to see if you can do that while we're talking.
No, this is
Okay, this is the maze game.
this is where I embarrass myself. So what am I supposed to do? Try and get them all 3 in the middle? No, this ain't gonna work. Wow.
Okay, you don't have to.
I think that's pretty cool.
I could get 2, but that was about it. I couldn't get
You
all
get 2 in the
3.
middle?
I could get 2. A man came in the other day, got 3 in the middle. It's
I
hard.
love that, yes.
Yep, we'll have people stand there for 30 minutes trying to get them in.
$10.95 with that, folks. That's a really good thing. That'll keep them.
Keep them busy.
That's better than a
There you
cell
go.
phone or TikTok. So
Quiet. Now some just items that say park, state park. Here's the Sycamore Shoals pen. These pens are amazing writing pens. I love them. You get that one. That one's yours.
oh, is it really?
It is.
Ooh, it does smell.
It does write good, doesn't it?
Smooth flowing, yes.
Yep. So
Got my new
anyway,
pen.
there
Thank
you
you,
go.
dear.
It says Sycamore Shoals on it.
I love
For
it.
those of you that collect, a lot of people collect our stamps. We now have travel stamps, and we're doing this with the Travel Stamp Company. But we've got 3 for Sycamore Shoals, and then we've got 1 representing Carter Mansion and 1 representing.
Here's your travel stamps. Says Sycamore Shoals. Okay, here's one for the Fort Watauga.
It's beautiful.
Pretty fall picture there. And again, this camera doesn't do it justice. You need to go by and get these. At the gift shop at Sycamore Shoals, what we're talking about. Here's
That
the
one's-
Watauga River crossing.
With the statue, she kind of put the statue on top of that. We sent her probably 40 pictures, and she came up with these. And one is that's Sabine Hill,
Yep.
and then we've got one for Carter Mansion. Right now we have these for you to put them in.
There you go.
You
Neat
collect
stuff.
those. We've got almost all the state parks now have these, and
Love
travel
it. Travel
stamps is coming up with one of these binders just for the state parks, and that will fit inside it once you get that,
Cool.
Yeah.
There's TS on it for travel stamps.
and it'll fit inside it like that.
Neat gift giving ideas. All these at Sycamore Shoals State Historic Society State Park, I should say.
I'm on it.
And that will be this coming Saturday from, what do we say, 10 to 3?
10 to
Yeah,
3.
10 to 3 in the open house. Time for a, yep,
Sorry.
fisherman's friend. Get the old boys getting. All right, we got enough. Oh, we got more show and tell. All right.
I've got this. These are some of our ornaments. This is from a company that just closed down, so that we have just a few of these left. It is an actual leaf, and the gentleman had come up with a process where he electroplates them on the outside with gold, rose gold, silver, or the red copper. And this is a oak leaf, and you can see the veining in it and everything. These ornaments are beautiful, and we have one nightlight left. Okay, and now the books. For those of you that are a Bowers or a relative, like related to the Naves, or any of those people related to the Naves, Roger Bowers, who is a local author, they did research for years and years on the Bowers family. Leonard Bowers was one of the first settlers here, and this is the short book. This is the whole lineage and everything in the bigger book. And it's excellent. Nice Christmas presents. So if you know a Bowers, lives in the area, you're probably related to one of our first settlers, Leonard Bowers.
Neat stuff. Name of this book is A Revolutionary War Soldier and East Tennessee Pioneer.
And then
So-
Descendants of Leonard Bowers goes with it. I'm about done, I promise.
You're fine. You're doing fine. We're showing Christmas presents. We're okay. Descendants of Leonard Bowers in Carter County, Tennessee. This goes for $39.95, and this is about
Huge book.
over 500 pages.
Yep. But it's got a lot of history, a lot of pictures, a lot of the lineage, the descendants, actual descendants, and how you might be related. He used a lot of pictures from Sycamore Shoals.
Awesome.
And then we've got books. Okay, this is for kids. For
The
teenagers,
Voice,
young
The
teens.
Revolution, and The Key.
Jenny Cody is the author. She's a Christian lady. Those of you that want something your kids can read, you don't have to worry about. These are the series. There's 3 in the series out so far. It's on the Revolutionary War period, but it ends up being either the mouse or a dog or something like that. It's the character that tells the story of actual history. A really good Christian author. 3 books so far. Book number 5 will be coming out pretty soon, and we're going to be in it. Sycamore Shoals will be in it.
Awesome.
So series for your kids. There you go.
That it? You got one more. Okay,
I
got some
just
more.
brought a sample of a Civil War era book. No, I didn't. I brought Revolutionary War. Okay. Revolutionary War era. These are just a few you can get. We've got lots of books.
That's awesome. All these available again at Sycamore Shoals Gift Shop. And they're going to be ready to go for the Christmas open house on Saturday.
That's right. Those of you that love tea, we're celebrating the Boston Tea Party this year. And we do have a tea set, one right now, but we can get more. It's called Liberty. And all of the pieces have the feet on them, just like they would have in the 1700s. This is Liberty. We got the whole tea set. We got cups and saucers separately you can buy. Or, I'm afraid to get it out, but the sugar and creamer. I'll just get the sugar or the creamer out so you can see.
How neat. Look at that.
Isn't that
That's
pretty?
so
With the
cute.
little legs. The
Little legs to it.
Even the teapot with the teapot in it set has legs on it. So, and that's what they would have had back then. So, yeah.
How cool
Yep.
is that? Very nice.
Okay, so we've got the whole set, or we've got the individual cups and saucers, or the sugar and creamer sets, individual as well. So,
Folks,
those
all
of
this
you-
is Sycamore Shoals. Again, the open house on Saturday, and all these are coming out of the gift shop. So, well, I've never been there before. That's the whole point of showing you. Lots of things.
last thing, we have Zettel Moyer Pottery, and Zettel Moyer is a lady that has researched that time period, and she does the pottery. She fires it, makes it, and has designed the designs, and those are the designs they would have used back then. That is just a spoon rest.
$7.
Mhm.
Okay.
This is a sugar keeper. You put that in with your, go ahead, with your sugar or with your brown sugar, and it keeps the moisture out of it.
Cool.
And then here's the cookie stamp.
Lots of neat things, folks.
Cookie stamp.
Wow. Cookie stamp. There you go.
Da, da, da. All right.
That's plenty. Wow.
I've got hundreds of more items, but come see us.
Yeah. I'm going to buy this today.
Aw.
I want this.
Oh, okay.
Is that not cute? I love it. Put a little
Tea light.
tea light in there you can buy.
And hang it on your tree.
Probably the
or
Hobby
just
Lobby?
put it- Yes.
It'll light up and I'll hang it on the tree. Ho, ho, ho. I love it. So, see, you clipped me for $12.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're not sorry. That's what you're supposed to do. We're in a for-profit mode around here. So, whoa, 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 whoa. I'll sell it. Let me see what it is. $12.95. I'll sell it to you for $17. How's that? I got to eat lunch. You make them $5. No. $12.95, folks. That's good. So it's coming up this Saturday, the Over Mountain Christmas Open House at Sycamore Shop. Got him some peppermint chocolate chip milkshake and cookies and cream. Yes, for the Rose. There you go.
I've got the whole tea set. That's the cream.
Well, thank you, dear. I'm going to let you
Thank you.
jump and get over there with
All right.
Randy, or we'll get Ivan in here.
He's
So
here.
he is here.
Oh, okay.
Your man is here. So.
All right. I'm sorry I took so long.
All right, you don't have to
Thank you.
apologize. You did fine. It's okay.
Come see us.
She's
Come get a
gone.
horse
There
ride.
we go. For a horse and buggy ride, she's gone. That means coming up next will be our buddy Ivan Sanders, and we're going to weigh in on what happened in Tennessee football. Top 25 matchups this week, some high school sports, all that coming up. Right after this time out, we have basketball coming up today at 4:45 from the T.A. Duggar Gym. It's exciting. T.A. Duggar boys basketball today, a doubleheader versus the Robinson Redskins at home at T.A. Duggar. Hi, this is Tom Taylor inviting you to join us. Airtime 4:45, tip-off at 5 o'clock for a doubleheader. Again, the Cyclones of Billy Etter and the Robinson Redskins from Kingsport. It all starts at 4:45 today here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Cyclones. Loyal. Buy local. He's up against the big boy chains. We know that. Why Big John's Closeouts? What do you feel like separates you from the chains?
Well, I think there's a number of factors I think that go into that. Number one, we're local folks. We shop with you all in other places. We go to church with you. We're involved in civic organizations with you. What money you spend here stays here. You know, it goes to support the payroll and, of course, local taxes. As far as that goes, it also supports a lot of nonprofits as well as sports teams, little leagues, softball, all kind of different things we try to support. We support all the high schools, both city and county, either through, fence signs or gymnasium signs or whatever with yearbooks and the whole bit. So, what you're spending local is staying local. And also we believe, customer service. I came up through the Patey Lumber Company ranks from many years ago. 1977 is when I started. And if you didn't get up and wait on people, or you didn't speak to people, or you didn't try to help people, you wouldn't go to stick around very long. So you learned, that it was important, not only to try to just ask people, but to listen, find out what they're trying to do, find out ways that you can help them as far as that goes. And so all that's very important to us.
There you go, folks. Be loyal, buy local, support them. Big John's Closeouts here in downtown Elizabeth with hammer high prices. Great sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabeth and Cyclone Sports, Big John's Closeouts. And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, looking to stop by our buddy Ivan Sanders, talk a little sports. How are you, sir?
I'm fine. How are you, Tom?
I'm doing good. Doing good. Tennessee football, let's start there. Ooh, let's take a look at some college football, and not a good day for the Vols.
Was not. It just seemed like that the secondary was asleep about the entire game. Maybe the entire defense was, but when you allow one individual to account for almost as much yardage as a team would,
with that running back from Missouri having over 300 yards total offense, rushing and receiving, there's issues somewhere that need to be fixed and fixed quickly. Not that it could be fixed necessarily this season, but it does highlight the fact that the secondary of Tennessee is needing something done. I don't know if it's a coaching change. I don't know if it's maybe they need to focus their recruiting more on some secondary. I'm not for sure, but there's just too many gaping holes for them to run, and you can't win football games when you can't stop the other team.
No, and they couldn't stop them.
Nope.
26 points in the second half.
Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. I'm sure that Coach Heupel wasn't too pleased at all about the outcome of that ball game. And if I'm a player for the University of Tennessee, I've got to hang my head like an ostrich too and bury it in the sand, because I would be embarrassed to know that I let my fans down that bad. I mean, I can understand losing a football game. I'm not saying that Tennessee should win every game, but you should. When you got a program like that, and you're ranked 14th in the country, you should be able to at least, put up a decent game or a decent effort. But just did not see that from Tennessee the other day, and I don't know, were they looking ahead to Georgia? I certainly hope and pray not, because you have to beat Missouri, you have to beat Georgia, you have to beat Vandy to even have a chance to win in the East. And with the loss to Missouri, that kind of just sealed their fate as far as unless somebody upsets Missouri and Tennessee gets Georgia Saturday. I just don't see no other way that Tennessee can come out and win the East now.
Missouri, well, they're not. It's over. They've already announced that it's Georgia
So
and
there you
Alabama.
go. There you go.
Missouri ran 42 plays for 300 yards and a half. Wow. Heupel says it's still a one-possession game. Got to be willing to come out and play hard, and we didn't get that done. Well, that's on him.
That's on him.
End of the day, Heupel says you're going to have to live with this one for a while. Joe Melton, 267 yards, a touchdown, and interception. Got a little help from the penalty-prone offense, one of the nation's best running attacks, finishing 23 carries for 83 yards.
Yeah, our running game was just invisible on Saturday. We couldn't get anything going, and I'm sure those guys are going to put in some extra work this week trying to figure out what happened there. Joe Milton, a lot of people want to criticize him as a quarterback, but, those numbers right there are pretty solid numbers, and he's probably been one of the most consistent offensive players Tennessee's had, and everybody wants to say, oh, it's time to go to Nico, but Milton's it's not really at the quarterback position. It's everywhere else on the field right now, Tom, especially defense.
When your other team scores 26 points on you don't score, that ain't the quarterback. That's our defense, or lack thereof.
Yep.
And Tennessee got penalized. That was an interesting stat. 9 times for 95 yards in the game. Almost 100 yards in penalties.
And the penalties will kill you. It don't matter what team you are and what level, penalties will kill you.
So basically, it was a drubbing on Saturday by Missouri, and they, gloated on that, and understandably so. They, I would have gloated too to beat Tennessee on their field like they did. Question is, will they bounce back from Georgia, or for Georgia? Will we see a better football team, or will they just go through the motions these last 2 games, or will there be changes in performance on Saturday? Don't know.
You just don't know. You don't know what team's going to come out. Are you going to see a team that's going to come out after being defeated and embarrassed like that by Missouri on Saturday, and to a team that's going to turn around and pull an upset of the number 1 team in the country? Maybe that's why they're bringing Dolly to the show. It's just to kind of get everybody revved up a little bit to see what they can do about, it would be great to see an upset. I'm not going to deny it. I mean, Georgia, they're beatable. Any team in the country is beatable, but Tennessee's going to have to play a perfect game to make that happen.
Dolly's going to be there?
Yeah, Dolly's going to be there at Neyland on Saturday is what they're advertising.
The Dolly Parton.
The Dolly Parton.
All right, I want to make sure you're talking about the same. All right, so Dolly will be there.
The Dolly Parton.
Tom, how many people, when you say Dolly, would not think Parton? I said, well, you're right. So.
Yeah.
Here's your top 25. Here's your top 10. New polls are out. Georgia, number 1. Michigan, number 2. Ohio State, number 3. Florida State, number 4. You okay with those?
Yeah.
Number 5 was Washington, Oregon, 6th. Texas, 7th. Alabama, number 8. Louisville, number 9. Oregon State rounds out the top 10. Tennessee plummets. The Vols go back to number 21. Let's take a look at some of the teams being played on Saturday, top 25 of interest. Alabama hosting Chattanooga. That won't be a game.
Nope.
12th ranked Penn State against Rutgers, no. Oklahoma, BYU, no. 9th ranked Louisville, Miami of Florida. Game or no game?
That might be an upset special, especially if they're playing in Miami. You never know what the Hurricanes are going to do, but if I were Louisville, I'd keep my eyes wide open because that's a prime upset opportunity.
16th ranked Utah, the Utes will be at number 19 Arizona. We don't see on the East Coast, we're going to get a chance to see a lot of these teams because of the time zones, but Utah and Arizona, who do you like there?
I like Arizona because Arizona has been playing some pretty solid football as of late. And I look for the Wildcats to come with their A game against Utah in that one.
Rob Pritz says, let's go Canes. He's a big Miami guy. So we'll talk about his Hampton Bulldogs in a moment.
Yep.
Top ranked Georgia, number 21 Tennessee. What do you see in that one at 3:30 on Saturday? A whooping?
It could go either way. Could be a whooping or it could be a close affair. You never know. But that's why you play the game. As the old saying goes, you play the game, see what happens. And, so hopefully the Vols can pull it out. But right at this point, I'm not really holding my breath, Tom, until I see it happen.
Number 5, Washington goes. Number 10, Oregon State. Maybe the marquee game of the day. It's 2 top 10 programs. You like the Huskies or Oregon State at home?
I kind of like the way the Washington's playing right now. I believe that's where Michael Penix Jr. plays quarterback at, if I'm not mistaken. And at one time, he was a Tennessee commit, and he's in Washington now. And the Huskies are playing good football. So I kind of like them over Oregon State.
ETSU back home take on the Citadel. They got walloped by Western Carolina over the weekend, so the Bucks are reeling, to say the least.
If I were the Bucks, I would just play my best so I could hold my head high and lick my wounds to the end of this season and come back next year and try to figure out what to do to become a better football program.
The rumblings are such over there, too, and John City is not going the way they wanted it to. Obviously, having a very tough year. And, of course, to lose Carl Torbush last week, passed away. The coach brought the program back and got it going. So
great, I was going to say young man, but a great man. I was able to talk to Coach Torbush on a couple of occasions, and he's was really just a nice individual.
Western Carolina scored 55 unanswered points against the Bucks on Saturday in Colorado, North Carolina. Western Carolina 7-3, 5-2 in the Southern Conference, beat them 58-7. The Bucks going out of 2-8 and 1-6 in the leagues have fell on some hard times, and so it's Coach Quarles says it's hard for us to get the ball to receivers.
Well, you have to look at it. They are playing, the third-string quarterback right now?
Yeah.
First
two. Yeah, it is third. Yeah, it is.
Third-string quarterback, and I'm sure it's a challenge. But, if you sign to play collegiately, this is my opinion, not only, but if you're an athlete and you sign collegiately or a team recruits you, you should be able to play the game of football.
Yeah.
And if you're good enough to be a quarterback that a team signs, no matter if you're first, second, or third string, you should be ready to go no matter when that time comes. And Peyton Manning is a prime example. He sat in behind, I believe it was Todd Helton, if I'm not mistaken. And when Helton got injured, Peyton stepped in and
next man up
mentality. And we all know where Peyton Manning is right now, heading in the Football Hall of Fame and pretty much doing his own shows and commercials and producing and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got it going.
Got it going. What happened to Elizabeth on Friday night, sir?
It all boils down to what didn't happen. And that was that when Elizabethton was able to work into the red zone against the Anderson County defense, that for whatever reason, they just couldn't punch it in. Anderson County is just honestly speaking, it's a horrible place to play. You and I have talked about it some, and you got to deal with the public and address PA guy that's just about as obnoxious as any individual that I've ever heard. You have to deal with, even on the sidelines, our Elizabethton's athletic director and principal were almost forced to leave the field by one of the Clinton police officers down there because they didn't have a lanyard around their neck. And
really,
yes, and it kind of got a little heated there at one time. But Elizabeth, as they always do, they came out and they were, Forrest Holt and Dr. Min, they did a good job in handling the situation. But it's a hard place to play. But bottom line, our Cyclones just they couldn't convert in the red zone. I was proud of their effort. They were fired up on the sidelines. They never quit. I kind of called them out in a little article in the paper in the preview, and even called the fans out. And I have to say that our fans showed up. They were loud. They were proud. The football team was proud. They left it out all out on the field. They came up short. And unfortunately, that's what can happen this time of year, especially when you go on the road and you go to those places that are not very accommodating and very nice. So that's why you play the games during the regular season, is to try to get those home games. And unfortunately, it ended again this year in Anderson County for the second or third time in a row. But Cyclones have nothing to hang their head about. Had a great season, played hard. They just have to go back, regroup, and try to figure out how to handle Greenville next year and how to get some more of those playoff games at home and not have to hit the road so much.
Everybody's asked me, what do you think? And I said, to me, it's missed opportunities. And we got down in the red zone 3 times. Now, the stat, we talked about this in the pregame. We, Cyclones, as a team, have been in the red zone 40 times this year, and 33 of those times we came out with points. Field goals, touchdowns, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good batting average. You can go somewhere 40 times and go in there 40 times and 33 come out successful. But we were in there several times, multiple times, inside the 5, 3 times, and just couldn't punch it in.
Yep.
So that comes down to missed opportunities. Who do you point fingers to? I don't point at anybody. You win as a team, lose as a team.
Sure.
We just didn't score.
Didn't score.
Nobody's fault. No. Well, was it a quarterback? No.
Yeah.
As a team unit, we didn't get in the end zone. We had the ball inside the 10 3 times and didn't score. That's called missed opportunities.
Yeah, you got your offensive line whose job is to block. You got your quarterback's job is to take a snap, and you got your running back, receiver's job to catch the ball, run the ball. It takes everything clicking together to make that happen. So you can't blame nobody. I mean,
I'm not. So
no, I mean,
it is what it is.
They came out, and Anderson County deserves credit. They made a defensive stance when they had to, and we just come out on the short end of the stick. But very proud of the Elizabeth Cyclones and their efforts this year.
So who wins that game? You've seen them both now. Anderson County or Greenville win that game. Who do you think?
Can I honestly say what I would like to see happen? I'd like to see Greenville throttle them about 70-0 and make me feel better. But you always got to pull for the team from your region. You know what I'm saying? You want to see the teams that you compete against to be the ones win and have the opportunity to go to state. And whether that's Greenville or Elizabeth or Granger or whoever it is, you want the teams from your own region to win because that brings that notoriety to your region.
Yep. Sure does. So Anderson County will travel to Greenville Friday night. The one team still standing in Northeast Tennessee, Michael Lunsford's Hampton Bulldogs take on York Institute on Friday night. Of course, we were getting updates from Rob Fritz the whole time we were on the air, and so it was a come-from-behind win for the Bulldogs.
It was a barn burner from what I understand. Came down to the final few seconds. In the contest was, I think it was Dylan Trivet that might have pushed it across for the winning touchdown. Them Bulldogs are tough. They're tough. York Institute is a very good team. Friday night is going to be an interesting game over here in Hampton. And with no more local teams in football contention, I know basketball's starting up and some teams will be playing. But if anybody gets an opportunity, they need to go over and support those Bulldogs because I'm telling you, they have a chance to do something special. They're at home until the state championship. So getting close. Couple more weeks.
Quarterfinals Friday night.
So I'd like to see them Bulldogs come out and take care of business and get that running game going, get that passing game going, see the defense keep York off the field offensively, and just ground and pound that ball. And that's what Hampton does so well.
Only team still alive in Northeast Tennessee is Friday night state quarterfinals, the Hampton Bulldogs and York Institute. 7 o'clock kickoff at Hampton High School. We'll talk to Rob this week, and I think Michael Lunsford's going to join us too. That's what we're working on to get him on because we're down to one team. And as you mentioned, basketball starts. We got basketball this afternoon. T.A. Duggar and the Robinson Redskins. So we switch gears and away we go. And so it's a changing of the guard, if you will. Sports doesn't stop, does it?
No, it's the life of a broadcaster or a writer or journalist, whatever. I mean, you automatically wrap up one sport and you don't have much turnaround until you're back in something else. So we're getting ready to go into basketball, getting ready to go into wrestling, swimming. There's a lot of sports that come even in the wintertime. So.
Yep. It's year-round, virtually year-round. At least 10 months out of the year we're doing sports from August to April. And so we switch gears now and get into the basketball mode. So there you go. They host Sullivan East Thursday night in basketball, says Rob. So Bulldogs in basketball, the defending state champs in basketball. So
yeah, and it's going to be tough for Hampton early on in basketball since I think they got about 6, maybe 7 players that play football. So they're going to miss some of their key players, but Coach Ned Smith over at Hampton does such a phenomenal job. Won the state championship last year in Class 1A. Going to be a challenge this year. They're moving up to Class 2A, and that means they're changing from North Green to South Green, which South Green, as you know, has always got a good basketball team. So it's interesting to see how that changeover is going to affect. I truly believe if Hampton was still back in 1A, I believe that they might be bringing back a second goal ball this year if they could have stayed there. But unfortunately, the TSSAA realigned and moved them up to 2A.
2A they are. The Hampton Bulldogs New York Institute. Again, basketball starts Thursday night, again against Sullivan East at Hampton High. So there you go. Last thing, our boy Jimbo Fisher got canned out of Texas A&M. The old boys, God bless him, he's going to make $822,000 a year. No, that's wrong. See, I did this earlier in the show. I took $79 million. It's got to be spread out over 8 years. 8 12s are 96. Yeah, it's $822,000 is what he's going to get a month. So,
listen, I tell you what.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me do this again.
Let me tell you, if a man can get fired from a job
and make more money doing it,
and make more doing it than he was, make more money being fired than he was actually doing the job. Why in the world don't the rest of these coaches follow suit and just say, "Hey, fire me! I'm gonna go find me a beach house somewhere and retire from this crazy sport."
He almost makes Tom Taylor money.
Yes, that's true. It almost makes Tom Taylor money. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yes. See if I did this right. $79 million.
Yep.
Spread over 8 years. 8 times 12 is 96 months. So $79 million divided by 96 months. Yeah. $822,000 a month.
Lord have mercy, Tom.
So it's $822,916 to be exact. So
that's more than what I would make in my lifetime.
Yeah. 8, 12. What did it say? 812,966. I think, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Divided by 30 days. Gonna make $27,000 a day.
For sitting home.
Sitting home doing nothing.
Sitting on the beach.
Listening to Tom Taylor Show.
Drinking a glass of lemonade.
Listen to Ivan and Tom.
Listen to Tom Taylor Show.
$27,000 a month.
A day.
A day that Jimbo Fisher's going to make. $27,000 a day. I can't comprehend it.
Well, what I can't comprehend is this: is how in the world does a university in the United States of America have the gumption,
stupidity
to tell a coach, hey, if you get fired, we're going to pay you $75 million.
We'll pay you more than what you're making.
I'm telling you, there's somebody crazy somewhere.
We'll reward you for being bad, so we're going to give you more to get rid of you and fire you than we're to keep you. What was it? It was $27,000 a day.
A day.
Jimbo Fisher's going to make for being fired. Do you think he wants to go work anywhere? If he does, he's nuts.
Nah, he's nuts.
Gets $19.2 million in the next 60 days. That's $7.1 a year till 2031. So in the next 60 days between now and, well, Christmas is 42, so the next, probably between now and mid-January, we'll get $19 million. Buying some nuggets and milkshakes at Chick-fil-A and probably a store or two.
Heck, he could buy 5 or 6 of them if he wanted to.
It's real. I mean, I don't get it. I've never understood when they make these big contracts.
But you know what? When it boils down to the bottom line of it is that we as fans have fed this monster.
Sure.
And we fed it because we're willing to pay $400, $500, $600 a ticket to attend an event.
Yeah.
So therefore, if we're willing to pay that much, then the universities have all that money in their coffers. they're able to do crazy things like that.
Yep.
So we have created the monster, and there's no way that anybody can put a leash on it.
No, we're not going to slow her down.
Nope.
So,
Nope.
and we've got, well, I knew somebody totally off, but they went and saw Taylor Swift. You ready?
Go ahead.
$1,100 ticket to go watch Taylor Swift for 3 hours in a concert. It was outdoors, and they had to drive either Lexington or Louisville and went and watched her. Or no, it was in Cincinnati. Went and watched her in Cincinnati. $1,100 ticket, outdoor stadium. Could have stormed. Could have rained it out. $1,100 ticket for 3 hours.
Well, top that off. Think about these guys that spend $5,000 to $7,000 on one ticket to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Now you reason. Hey, listen.
There is no reasoning for that.
There's no reasoning. I would rather pay $20 and get me some white queso cheese and some chips and sausage and make me some good dip. Sit on my couch, and it costs me nothing to watch the Super Bowl.
That's it. I'm right there with you. Anyway, he's making $27,000 a day to get fired from Texas A&M. And here's the thing: they fired him after they come off beating Mississippi State either 51 or 56 to 10. It's not like they got beat. It's like we're done with him. And the guy thrashed Mississippi State. Said they've underachieved, so they fired him.
But they've also set a standard. The next coach that comes in there, if I'm coming in there, I'm saying, hey, you paid Jimbo $97 million to get fired. If you're going to fire me, it's going to cost you $125 million. You know what are they going to be able to do? They can't say no. We're only going to pay you $50 million.
Raise the stakes.
You just keep raising stakes.
Yep. So
sad.
It is sad, but you're exactly right. The fans have fed this. They want a national championship so bad that they will pay somebody that kind of money to hopefully get them a championship, which makes absolutely no sense to me. But you telling me if somebody came along and said, well, I'll pay you $79 million to do this show, oh, yeah, I'll do it. So the more I make, the more I can tithe. So absolutely I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, generally speaking, no, I don't think I'm worth all that. So, but anyway, it is what it is. So where are you going to be tonight? What are you covering? You off tonight?
Yeah, I'm going to take off tonight.
Good.
I'm working on finishing up on the basketball tab for the Elizabethton Star for this season. So going to be finalizing that. I've got a little girls team I coach too, so I'm going to work with them for about an hour tonight and try to get back in the mode of covering some basketball hopefully sometime later this week. It's a busy week. I did want to say on behalf of the city of Elizabethton, people need to keep in touch with our Facebook page over the next couple of days. We got a very exciting event coming up this weekend on Saturday night, and I think people will want to come out to be a part of that. So we're going to announce that hopefully later, maybe as early as tomorrow morning. But, yeah, we're going to have something special this weekend, and we want everybody here in town and the county to come out and be with us. I think you're going to have a good time.
There you go. Ivan Sanders with the City of Elizabeth and also Talking Sports. We appreciate him very, very much. We'll take a break. We'll come right back after this from Advanced Heat Pumps. You're watching the Tom Taylor Sports Show live at Chick-fil-A in Elizabeth. Colder weather.
Believe it or not, it's finally time. It seems like summer was here forever, and we're finally getting some cool mornings. I love it.
Mm-hmm. So what do we do? What do we need to do? How can you help us?
We need to come out and make sure that your heat's ready to go. Check refrigerant levels. Make sure you're not running on auxiliary heat. You don't want that first electric bill to be $500-600. So you need to make sure your heat pump's working the way it should be. And gas furnaces, we need to check gas furnaces. Make sure they're burning correctly. Not want to poison you. You don't want to not wake up one morning because your furnace wasn't clean.
Mm-hmm.
Check filters. Make sure everybody's changes their filters regularly. I'm sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you'll do that for us, right? You'll change them out?
We'll change them if you got them.
Doing the maintenance? Yeah.
Yeah, if you got them. Now, we don't carry filters with us, but, if you got them, we'll definitely change it for you. Or if you tell us ahead of time, we'll change it. We just, we don't carry filters for every house. But
So preventive maintenance is the key to this, right?
Yeah, coming out, we recommend, especially if it's, an older system, checking it out, twice a year, especially gas furnaces. You need to check out the gas heat and your air conditioner, so that's our big emphasis this time of year is checking gas furnaces, making sure they're burning properly and things like that. So
Phone number to call?
926-2665.
And how do we find you on social media?
We're on Facebook, Advanced Heat Pump, and we've got our website, advancedheatpump.com.
I can give you a recommendation, folks. He fixed mine, he can fix yours. Call this man. Let him help you and his staff. Advanced Heat Pump Systems, one of our great sponsors of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. It's exciting. T.A. Duggar boys basketball today. A doubleheader versus the Robinson Redskins at home at T.A. Duggar. Hi, this is Tom Taylor inviting you to join us. Airtime 4:45. Tip-off at 5 o'clock for a doubleheader. Again, the Cyclones of Billy Etter and the Robinson Redskins from Kingsport. It all starts at 4:45 today here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Cyclones! And back at the Tom Taylor Sports Show, let's take a look at the NFL from yesterday, see how things went. Well, your winners from yesterday: Indianapolis, Houston beat the Bengals, Minnesota beat New Orleans, Pittsburgh beat Green Bay, Tampa Bay set the Titans back 20-6. San Francisco all over Jacksonville 34-3. Cleveland upsets Baltimore. Arizona beat Atlanta. Detroit over the Chargers. Dallas a 32-point favorite over New York. Wore the Giants out. Everybody's wearing the Giants out. Seattle beat Washington, and the Raiders beat the Jets 16-12 tonight on Monday Night Football. Buffalo 5-4 hosting Denver 3-5 tonight on Monday Night Football. All right. Baseball news: Houston Astros are hiring Joe Espada as their manager following Dusty Baker's retirement. They will make that announcement later today in Houston. So Espada's been on the Astros bench since 2018. He is now the new manager for the Houston Astros. Again, you have managerial slots still open. Let's see who's left. Two managerial openings still remain: San Diego and Milwaukee. Yeah, San Francisco and San Diego and Milwaukee are the two manager openings still going on in Major League Baseball right now. Matt Williams returned to the San Francisco Giants as the third base coach for new manager Bob Melvin. Williams spent the first 10 of his 17 Major League seasons as an infielder with San Francisco, making 4 All-Star teams while winning 3 Gold Gloves and 3 Silver Slugger Awards. Matt Williams was a manager for the Washington Nationals. His record as manager: 179 wins and 145 defeats. So he will be now the third base coach for the San Francisco Giants. The American League, National League Rookies of the Year will be announced later today. We'll have that for you. Tomorrow will be a Double C Western Supply. And men's top 25 college basketball tonight. You have Villanova, number 22 at Penn. 13th ranked Miami hosting Florida International. 14th ranked Arkansas hosting Old Dominion. Other top 25 men's basketball, number 7 Houston hosting Stetson. 12th ranked Arizona home to Southern University. And 3rd ranked Purdue will be playing host to the Xavier Musketeers. One upset last night in college basketball. 23rd ranked St. Mary's goes down. Weber State gets them by 4, 61-57. So there was an upset last night in men's top 25 college basketball. So there you go. So we've got any basketball tonight? No, we don't start. Let's see here. I'm not sure if we do have it tonight or not. Let's reference the Johnson City paper if we do. And nope, don't think so. We don't really kick it in until later this week. So there you go. $75 million, Jimbo Fisher, $28,000 a day. How about that? $28,000 a day to be fired from a coaching position. That's his buyout. Unbelievable. A lot of guests today. Thanks, as always, David Nanny, Elizabethton Parks and Rec, Andrea Lewis. Again, Eastman. And let's see. Who else do I have? Andrea Lewis. Oh, Leslie came in from Sycamore Shoals. Andrew from Northeast Community Credit Union, of course. Then you had let's see if I get a hold of Jesse. Then you had, of course, just now, Ivan Sanders, David Nanny, Andrea Lewis, Leslie Broccoli, Creola Miller from the Imagination Library, and I think I got everybody, I think. Been a lot of them come through here. So big thank you to all of them. And we'll rejoin you tomorrow from right up the street at Double C Western Supply. You'll have 40 days tomorrow to shop for Christmas. And so you need to be ready to go. And we'll give you some gift-giving ideas tomorrow. Again, at the Double C Western Supply, the Cowboy Store, and more here in Elizabethton. All right? One more time, we got basketball this afternoon. It's exciting. T.A. Duggar boys basketball today. A doubleheader versus the Robinson Redskins at home at T.A. Duggar. Hi, this is Tom Taylor inviting you to join us. Airtime 4:45. Tip-off at 5 o'clock for a doubleheader. Again, the Cyclones of Billy Etter and the Robinson Redskins from Kingsport. It all starts at 4:45 today here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show Facebook page and on YouTube. Go Cyclones! And also a big thanks to Daniel Grindstaff. Don't forget him from the Farm Bureau. So that'll do it from here. Back with you tomorrow. More sports tomorrow coming at you. And we're looking forward to being with you tomorrow. We have basketball tomorrow night, too. The Lady Cyclones and the freshman or JV team play Dobbins Minute, and the varsity will play Morristown West tomorrow night. A doubleheader for boys basketball for T.A. Duggar starting at 4:45 this afternoon with the pregame, and tip-off at 5 o'clock today. And we get ready for that. And we'll have 5 and 6 JV at 5 o'clock and the varsity at 6. Again, the T.A. Duggar boys will host the young lads from Robinson Middle School in Kingsport. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to doing that. Now, before we get out of here, I do want to play this. I think it's a really cool thing to do, and I want to play it and let you hear it. This is the part of the tour of schools from Harold McCormick Elementary School. Here is the patriotic medley from our young people from Harold McCormick Elementary that sang it last week here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. I think that's really cool, our young people doing that. That'll do it from here. Again, the new milkshake's out. It's awesome. The peppermint chocolate chip shake is out now for the holidays. Of course, the tree's up in the corner. Gift cards are out, ready to go. So it is the season for 41 days till Christmas Eve for you to shop. Tomorrow will be the place. We'll tell you more about what you get there tomorrow for the Christmas shopping season. Will be at Double C Western Supply. Then Thursday will be at Lingerfield Drug Center. Wednesday will be at Chick-fil-A in Johnson City. Thursday at Lingerfield Drug Center here in Elizabethton to give you more gift-giving ideas. And then Friday, we'll kick off the weekend on a Food City Friday. Food City in Jonesboro, the Friday before Thanksgiving. Can you believe that? Next Thursday is Thanksgiving 2023. That is unbelievable to me. Seemed like the other day it was just Valentine's Day. Am I right? Yep, next Thursday. So Friday will give you a bunch of specials. A lot of folks will be buying their Thanksgiving turkey and the groceries and what have you this weekend. We'll tell you how you can do it at Food City, at all Food Cities. We'll be at Food City in Jonesboro on Friday. All right, out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Let's keep the verse today. We always dedicate the show to the man who hung on the cross. And again today it is Matthew 17:20 says, He said to them, this is the Lord says to them, because of the littleness of your faith, that is your lack of firmly relying trust, for truly I say to you, if you have faith like the grain of a mustard seed, you can say to the mountain, move from here to yonder place, and it will move, and nothing will be impossible to you. How about that? What a good way to end the show. Matthew 17:20, show number 1964. Back tomorrow, number 1965. Tia Duggar basketball coming up at 4:45 this afternoon. Until then, as we say always, we ask you to bloom where you're planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Remember, parents, they're looking up to you. Be an example. Win or lose, be a good sport. See you back here at 4:45 for Tia Duggar boys basketball. Till then, we'll say so long. Show number 1964 from Chick-fil-A in Elizabethton. Have a good rest of your day. See you back here at 4:45 for a Tia Duggar boys basketball doubleheader.